And what do you know? The Miz defeats Daniel Bryan in the so-called main event of SummerSlam 2018. Probably one of the matches that most people were most excited more than anything else. This was a really good match. In my mind, this was probably at least a 20-minute match. It took up a lot of time. I thought that they were sort of telegraphing what was going to happen before Miz made his way down to the ring. Maurice was sitting ringside with the new baby in the stroller, but Maurice was not holding the baby. The baby was in the stroller. And I really thought that something was going to come out of that stroller. In the end, it ended up being that Maurice handed Miz something from inside of her bra. Basically, they said she reached into her jacket, but it looked like she reached all the way into her shirt, pulled something out, handed it to Miz, who was dangling over the outside after getting his ass kicked, and went back and delivered a knockout punch to Daniel Bryan before rolling him up for the 1, 2, 3. We'll never know what it was that knocked out Daniel Bryan, because Miz handed it back to Maurice, who immediately made a beeline straight for backstage. So unless this is some sort of a storyline that'll play out on Tuesday on SmackDown, this is just going to have to play into the rematch. No doubt in my mind, this is probably going to be a feud that lasts over 3 months, going to Hell in the Cell, and then to whatever the feud is, or the name of the pay-per-view after that. They tore it up. They had one hell of a match. It was definitely something that I'm glad that we waited for. They billed it as 8 years in the making. I can honestly say that I think it was more like 1 or maybe 2 whenever that, Talking Smack segment picked up. And, Daniel Bryan was the GM of SmackDown and pushing towards, trying to come back and then finally coming back at WrestleMania. It just seemed to be that he fit right into the whole Shane McMahon tag thing, but SummerSlam paid off. This was the match that I can probably say that I cared about more than anything else. I want to see what happens at the end, but I'm happy enough, even if Daniel Bryan didn't get the win, that Daniel Bryan had one hell of a match at SummerSlam after coming back from that major injury.